Hello, and Blizz on TikTok. Thanks for your very valuable contribution. So we made it, just about. No end of technical problems. No one tells you about this when you start streaming, all the technical hitches you'll have. I've had months of audio issues, mainly due to my mic and dodgy USB ports and stuff. I think I've resolved that now. I've got this headset today. The mic quality isn't brilliant, but hopefully it's not going to drop out. And then before I started, I had to reinstall my NVIDIA driver because the game kept crashing, and then my Stream Deck app, I decided to lose the connection to my laptop, so switching between scenes is a pain in the backside. So yeah, a bit fraught, but we're here. So my plan for the next hour or two is just to work on. I've got an idea for a quest on the server, the community server, and I'm going to work on that basically. Right. Well, let's see if my Stream Deck app has decided to work. No, that's so annoying. It means I've got to manually switch scenes in OBS. There we go. See if it'll. There we go. The game hasn't crashed. Happy days. Oh, just thought something else. How do I mute my mic? Because you're not going to want to hear me taking big glugs of a drink. I used to just move away from the mic, but I can't do that anymore. This could be a problem. Let's just have a look. So these headphones come with an app. I've literally only played around with it for a couple of minutes. There must be a way to mute the mic. Mute the mic without unplugging this little boom arm that comes off. Let's have a look, see if there's anything actually on the mic to do that. I mean, there is an option to go just disconnect it from the machine altogether. That seems a bit extreme, but I might have to do that. Let's just try it. There we go, and I think it's this button here. So that works. I'll have to look into alternative ways. I think if my Stream Deck app was working, I could just press the mute mic button and that would do it. Alas, it has decided to break today. Let's see if the game will. The game's crashed. Oh my god, this is going to be painful. Why can't things just work? What pain in the backside. So I'm going to have to try really hard not to switch between the game and any other apps. Otherwise, it's just going to keep happening. It's crashed again. Oh my god. Okay, just do a bit of mucking around to get it onto my other screen here. Hooray! Rogue Circuit 56 on Twitch. If you want to hook up on Discord, then just use the Discord command. You'll get an invite. I don't know what it is about the vibe you particularly enjoyed, because I've been streaming for about 5 minutes and just restarting Minecraft because it keeps crashing. But each to their own. Okay, the mic is still on. This is progress. I've got to keep an eye on that. So, let's now go back. I turned the music off, the sound off earlier. There we go. Right, finally, we can do something. So I have built this big, or rather I've dug out this big area. And the plan is to add a new quest for other players on the server. And it's going to involve coming in here and killing a lot of skeletons. So it's not built yet. This isn't the finished thing. I've just dug out this area, big circular area. I am in creative mode because just because time-wise, if I had to gather all the resources in survival, because I have a limited playtime, that would mean nothing on the server would get done. I'm sort of building everything at spawn single-handedly around work and family and stuff. I don't have a huge amount of playtime. What I'm hoping is at the end of this season, we'll have a load of cool buildings and structures that have been made by myself and all the other players, and we can sort of cherry pick the best ones and incorporate them into the next season, repurpose them as, you know, different things, scatter them around the map for people to find. But for now, we've started with basically nothing, empty map, and we're building stuff as we go. It's been live about 3 weeks, might be 4 weeks today actually. We've got a handful of players. It's growing very slowly, which is what I wanted. I didn't want to sort of promote it really heavily and then have a bunch of people joining the server without ironing out all the teething problems, because there were a few. I think we've nailed all those down now. So anyone watching who wants to join, you can go to thumpstone.com and all the details are on there, or there's a link to my Discord on my Twitch profile and my YouTube profile. And if you're watching on Twitch now, you can just use the Discord command or the join us command and you'll get a link to Discord. Right, enough chatter. I think this is as deep as I want to make it. I'll tell you what, the really nice thing about this headset is I don't have to worry about keeping like a fist distance from the mic. I can just sit where I want. I can relax. And the other good thing is because I've got NVIDIA Broadcast, it doesn't matter where I go, the camera just follows me. So, fewer cables to worry about. This is much more pleasant. Stressful enough without having to worry about all that as well. So I think what I need to do is decide on a palette, really, for this. I want it to be very dark. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be very dimly lit. I want all the structure to be dark. It's going to be hard. It's for mid to late in the game, I think. And you're going to have to kill so many skeletons in a certain amount of time. And then I just need to figure out what a suitable reward would be. And I might do different levels. So simple one to start with. And then they get progressively harder with progressively better rewards at the end. And maybe, you know, if you complete the last one, you get a full a full set of enchanted netherite armor, maybe something like that. Right, so palette wise, I'm just gonna dump some of this stuff that I don't want anymore. Just pointless gubbins in there. And instead, let's find some good building materials. So I quite like the idea of polished blackstone for the floor. With shaders on, it might look quite cool with the reflections. So we've got a chiseled variant. We've got just a polished variant. Stairs, slabs, wall, okay. Pressure plate. Yeah, I might see if I can do some sort of dynamic stuff with pressure plates. I'll have to see. Oh, we got bricks as well. And cracked bricks, okay. I don't need food because I'm in creative. Okay, so I can do quite a lot with this. I might incorporate some of this. Oh, that's annoying. Can I put that in my survival inventory like that? Oh, I can. Good. It's all over the shop. I thought I could use polished diorite to make some kind of skull thing on the floor. We'll see. Alright, cool. You gotta love TikTok, man. It's weird. People pop in and pop out because that's just the nature of, you know, scrolling through stuff. And if you don't want to watch it, it's fine. What I find quite funny is someone will pop in, make some really twattish comment, and then fuck off. So before my stream had even started, someone came in and said, "I see why no one has joined your stream," and then left. Very weird bunch, you TikTok lot. Although I do love TikTok, I've got to say. Okay, so I think this is about the middle. Just put that there so I know where the middle is. And I'm just gonna probably start by replacing the whole ceiling with bricks. Although I'm not sure I want everything to be shiny. So let's just move all this stuff. Black shulker box. Concrete. I had a black concrete. Oh, that's very dark. So what other very dark blocks have we got? We've got deep slate. That's quite dark. Can maybe do the ceiling and the walls with deep slate. Do you have any polished varieties? Oh, we do, yeah. Okay, that could come in handy. Right, I'm just going to replace the entire ceiling with this stuff. Just going to take a while. I just need to think a second. This is going to be the wall. So you're not going to see that one there. So let me just repair that. Even though no one's going to see it, I'll know it's there. Having a brain fart here. Okay, so that's better. That's the actual wall. Oh look, we can see one of the NPCs I created. That's Hank wandering around up there. That was for the first quest I created. I'm going to be replacing all these walls later, but it's just to keep things neat and tidy, just so in my own mind I know where I am. Okay. I can go back and add a bit of variation to this if I want to later, but I don't know how much attention people are going to really be paying to the ceiling. Okay, this is going to be slow. It'll be worth it in the end though. This will be potentially a really good structure that we can use in the next series, which is, you know, it's going to be a way off. Planning to run this one for about a year, but we will see. It's really down to the community. Put it to the vote. Oops. See if I can speed this up a bit. Too fast. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah. Why did I make this so big? So far I've had two chatters. Someone being a knob on TikTok and someone on Twitch who's blatantly a spam bot. Fun times. Okay, yeah, it's going to look good when it's all done. I'm not much of a builder, but this is good practice. I'm hoping it's going to look pretty cool when it's done. It won't be as kind of straight as this. It's going to be columns and stuff. Break things up a bit. Is my mic still on? My mic's still working, oh my god. Thank God for that. I've had literally months of battling with my microphone dropping out all the time. And it seemed to be getting worse. I tried everything I could think of as a last-ditch attempt to fix it. I spent a silly amount of money on a USB cable because I was reliably informed that could be the problem. Didn't work, and then someone on my Discord community suggested just get a wireless microphone, which I hadn't thought of, and that seems to have solved it. Although the audio quality isn't great, I sound like I'm on telephone or a pilot, but it's better than no audio, arguably. Why do you find it sad? I see 284 on TikTok. I mean, I know what you're going to say, but I'm just interested to hear it. Oh, they've gone very quiet. What a surprise. Slow progress. I don't know, about a third of the way done. Aha. Oh yeah, nearly halfway then. I think the music needs a bit of a change of pace, but then I might, the game might crash if I switch between apps. For some reason, it's decided to do that today. Whoopsie daisy. I've forgotten how to use the buttons. I'm going to have to build, I reckon you come down here, down some stairs, and then either, I don't know, maybe staircase that goes down to the side, or I might put like walkways that go right across side to side, and then maybe another one down here in the other direction. I don't know yet. Man, quiet tonight. What am I doing? Get rid of that, get rid of that. No, I need that. Don't need that. Go. I've started going in the opposite direction for some reason. I don't even know what's going on here. Just want to make sure that's lit up so I don't get things spawning in there. My mic's still on. My mic's still on. Oh my god. I think I've finally found a way around my mic problems. Fuck for that. Where's that guy? Where's that guy? There he is. Oops, wrong button. Over halfway. I've no idea how to pronounce that name. Zithis? Zixthis. He's on a bit of a roll. How did he get above the roof in the Nether? How did he do that? How? How? Wimbu, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Thanks, man or woman. I mean, it's fine if they did get onto the Nether roof, but I thought I'd disabled that. I wasn't sure if I wanted people to do it, but hey ho, if he's found a way around it. How did he do that? I'm really curious to know. I know there's ways he can do it. There's like, it's not exactly a feature, it's exploiting a broken mechanic, I think. Lets you get onto the roof. But I thought I could have sworn I put measures in place to prevent people doing it. Oops. Wacky the goat. Can I join? Of course you can. Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to be a member of my Discord. Now there isn't. I don't think you can use commands in TikTok chat like you can in Twitch. If you go to my Twitch channel or my YouTube channel, it's the same name on both of those. There is a link on those pages to my Discord. And then once you're on there, it should be obvious where you need to go to get all the instructions on how to join. Anyone's welcome. All you need to do is be a member of my Discord, agree to the server rules, and off you go. Yeah, thanks, Wembu. It's not actually a base I'm building, it's going to be like an arena for a quest I'm planning. So we have a quest system on the server. Just to try and add a bit more interest, I'm creating various different little challenges and hiding them away for people to find. This one is going to involve killing lots and lots of skeletons when it's finished. So hopefully Wacky the Goat on TikTok, you've got the info you need. If not, let me know and we will figure something out. Oh, the other thing you can do, anyone watching, there's a website, thumpstone.com. Thumpstone.com. And all the details are on there. Like what Java client version you need, the steps you need to take to link your Discord account, all that gubbins. The only thing I would ask, if you want to join, is don't be a dick. Please don't be a dick. Anyone else wants to join me in the game? Thumpstone.com. Pretty much all the players we have on the server so far have all come from seeing my clips on YouTube or TikTok. So far we've not had any problems, everyone's been pretty cool. And we do have like automated measures in place to deal with people who are obviously doing things they shouldn't, or spamming the chat, or putting dodgy content in chat, that kind of stuff. They will be dealt with swiftly to protect everyone else. I could. I'm not going to do it on stream, but I could use my admin powers to spy on however you say that name and see what they're up to. Looking at these advancements, it looks like they have somehow broken onto the Nether roof. I don't know how they've done that. Unless yeah. So there's a data pack which basically overhauls the Nether on this server, and it makes the height and depth bigger than the vanilla Nether. And I think the max height is higher than the vanilla Nether roof, and when you go over that, it thinks you've got onto the Nether roof. That might be why I've got the advancement. We shall see. Hammy's on Twitch. You only need a ladder and an ender pearl to get onto the roof, if I recall. Yes, but I'm running a Minecraft server version that supposedly lets you prevent that mechanic from working. I wasn't sure. I was on the fence about whether or not it would be a good idea on my first public server to let people break onto the Nether roof. I can't remember exactly the positives and negatives of that potentially, but at the time I'd thought, right, okay, just for now I'll not allow it. So yeah, I don't think he's actually gone to the Nether roof. I think it's just the advancements think he has because of the height he's gone to. Yeah, mystery solved. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think there's things you can do with. Can you do stuff with TNT? I can't remember, but yeah, I've done the thing with the ender pearl. Ender pearl and a ladder. He's like, you need to look right in the right place in the corner, I think, and that's it. You teleport to the roof. I don't know. I might allow it if enough people want it. If people want to build like gold farms and stuff, it's much better in the Nether because of the server caps on mob spawning rates. There's too much going on in the Nether for them to be anywhere near worth building. Dave! DS Stewart on Twitch, how you doing? Have you had a good day? And you'll notice that I've got a ridiculous set of headphones on. I think I look like a tool, but you can hear me. It might not be the best audio, but you can hear me, and it hasn't cut out once. So, Hammies, thanks for the tip. I think we cracked it. Now, if you could just figure out why the keyboard on my laptop doesn't work after I boot it up, it only comes on after about half an hour. And if you can also tell me why Minecraft keeps crashing, which you just decided to start doing today, and if you can also tell me why also today my my Elgato Stream Deck app on this old iPhone I've got has just decided to stop working with OBS, that'd be great. And then maybe when all that's fixed, I might have a fully working setup that isn't trolling me every time I'm trying to do a stream. Okay, good. I'm glad the audio's okay. It's not up there with like a proper vocal mic, but it's not bad. To be honest, I used ChatGPT to recommend headsets based on what was important, and this was kind of a mid-range one. It's Logitech G773, I think, kind of mid-range. So far, so good. So far, so good. So if anyone's watching and want to join us in game, just go to thumpstone.com. All the details you need are on there. If you get stuck with anything, just ask in chat, or once you're on my Discord, ask away in there. It's a very small community, but it's very friendly, very helpful. I'm sure someone will help you out. If it's not me, it'll be one of the other community members. Come and join us in game. You'd be joining us at a really good time because the server's only been live a few weeks, literally 3 or 4 weeks. So it's still a very new map. There's only a handful of players on here, so not much has changed since it was launched. And we've ironed out a few of the early teething problems. So yeah, come join us. I think I've got my first TikTok follower from a live anyway. But growing a following on TikTok's proving really, really hard. Just posting gaming clips isn't really doing it. I don't think that's where it's at anymore. I think you need to put more effort into generating original content. P Stewart on Twitch says he's got a pair of HS80 headset. Mid-range, but you can wear them for hours. 8 hours, man. These are pretty comfy, gotta be honest. I don't really notice they're there. Very lightweight, very comfortable. My problem is glasses, because whatever headphones you're wearing over ear ones, you just press the glasses into the side of your head, and eventually that starts to ache. So next on my shopping list of things I want to add to my streaming setup. Just bear with me a second. I'm not going to mute my mic. I'm not going to mute my mic because that will mean switching to another app and then back to Minecraft, and it will bloody crash. I know it will. I'll just have to try and gulp silently. I didn't see anything on the meters. Yeah, so next on my list to add to my streaming setup is, well, a decent camera. So I was using the camera in my laptop. That was okay. I've had an external USB camera knocking around, which I'm now using over here. Marginally better, but I want a proper HD camera because it's pretty low quality. I mean, it's all right in this view, but if you go to full screen, you can tell that it's really, really bad. And it's only 30 frames a second as well. But I can get away with it in this tiny little window. I'm just going to stop recording that. I don't need that. Dave got muted in Twitch. Let me guess, Dave, were you telling me all about your day? And it just went, no, that's too long. Not having that. Well, the problem is, Dave, if I go full screen, it means I have to switch from Minecraft to OBS. And what's just started happening tonight, before I went live, is if I switch to another app and then back to Minecraft, Minecraft crashes. So I'm trying to avoid switching apps if I can. So I'm afraid you're going to have to wait for that. It seems to be a problem with an NVIDIA driver looking at the crash logs. So I tried reinstalling the latest game ready drivers. Complete clean install. No, nothing worked. Computers, man, bane of my life. I spend all day working on them. I'm not a computer guy. I'm not a hardware guy, but I am a software engineer. So I spend all day on a laptop writing code, trying to bend servers and web browsers and all that stuff to my will. Come on. Oh, dev chat. Dave in game is asking, what language do you write? I'm meaning to learn Python. You're a hardware guy and you built your last PC. Do you know what? I wish I had the money to buy the kit and build my own gaming PC. I just want to smash this laptop to pieces. I mean, it's a top of the range gaming laptop, and I've had no end of problems with it. So yeah, I want a decent tower. Anyway, what languages do I write in? Most recently I've been working in Golang for a few years. Love it. Best language I've ever used. But reluctantly I've been moved to another team, and now I'm back to the kind of browser world. So I'm doing a lot of JavaScript, React, Node, CSS, HTML, all that, which I've not done for years. And yeah, did PHP years ago, but if I've dabbled with Python, not done very much. My language of choice is Go. It's just such a nice language to work in. But Python is good. Depends what you are wanting to do. If you're doing anything to do with, kind of machine learning, data science, anything like that, Python is probably the way to go, because it's just the ecosystem for that kind of stuff is just far more mature than Go or pretty much anything else, I believe. I've not dabbled in that kind of thing really, but I went to a Go conference a couple of years ago, and a lot of the talks were about machine learning and data science, and they all summarized by saying, if you're going to do this stuff, you really should be using Python. Right, ceiling done. I mean, it's not going to win any design awards, but I will go back and kind of add a bit of texture and stuff later on. Wanting to learn Python for game building. If you and your friend are building games together. Oh, Blender and Unreal Engine 5. Nice. I've met a couple of people who've worked in the games industry. I've worked with them in other companies. Python is used a lot for like developer tooling, I think. I can't remember what flavor of C Unreal Engine uses. Is it C#, C++? Can't remember. That's used in Unity as well, I think. So that'd be a good one to go for. Blender's cool, isn't it? I've not done any for weeks, but I started trying to do C#. That's it. I've tried to set a little bit of time aside every day to learn Blender, because I've been trying to do it for years, and I get frustrated with it. I need to get back on that. It was really good fun. I did post a couple of things on my Discord. If you look, there's a hobbies channel that only I've posted in. But there's a couple of screenshots of a couple of things I did in tutorials. The classic donut, obviously, and then some bullet casings, because I'm working through a course teaching you how to model do a really detailed gun, and the whole kind of workflow to make it into a game asset that you could import into Unity or Unreal Engine. Yeah, classic. And when I first started dabbling with it, I was trying to model furniture and stuff. But the thing with Blender I found is I try and do too much too soon without getting the fundamentals right, and I try and build stuff I can see and just get annoyed because I don't know how to do it. Whereas now, I'm nowhere near the baking of models or topology yet, really. I'm just doing the very basics. But it's cool though. Really enjoying it. Right, you've inspired me to get back on that. I need to get back into it. Because a few months ago, I was really fed up with my job, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this for the rest of my working life. So I thought maybe learning some 3D skills might open some doors, because loads of stuff you can do with it. Until AI comes along and steals all our jobs, of course. Sorry if you can hear me swallowing. I can do this. I can do that to mute it. Right, okay. Yeah, you've given me a push. Feel free to share any of the stuff you've done if you want. There's a hobbies channel in my Discord. I was thinking of making like a dedicated 3D or like game dev channel. Because I also have wanted to build a game for ages, but I never got anywhere further than dabbled with Unity for a bit. But again, just tried to get right into it without getting the foundations right, and you just end up getting frustrated because 3D is complicated. It's hard. Cool. Yeah, keep it up, man. Blender's ace. Okay, so I think I'll do the walls in the same, and I'll build out the sort of the bigger structures and then go and add the finer details later. What time are we on? Dario is the goat. Sorry, I've just seen your message in TikTok chat. I was too busy chatting away. How are you doing? Have you had a good day? Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that. But let's sort of chat about this maybe tomorrow when I'm not streaming. I'm not sure how streaming in my Discord would work, but let's figure something out. Yeah. I'm all for helping if I can. Right. So what's the best way to do this? One column at a time, probably. Brain fart. I want to change the music. But if I do, the game might crash. I'm quite enjoying this. Right, I'm going to risk it. What genre would you call this? It'll probably tell me, actually. Similar tracks. There we go. Right, so when that track's finished, I can play some others in the same kind of vein. Is it going to crash? It did not. Yeah, apologies to anyone who's like said anything in chat and I've missed it. I'm trying to monitor YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and the in-game chat, and also keep an eye on OBS. And I don't have the mental capacity to do that, basically. Sorry, I'm just like in my own little world, bopping away to the tunes. I know I'm supposed to keep talking, but it's quite hard just talking to yourself, filling dead air. Still feel like a bit of an idiot, just chatting away to nobody. Sounds like it might be near the end of the tune. No, not quite. Right, don't crash, don't crash. Thank you. Keep looking over here because the Twitch chat, no, TikTok chat kind of flickers. I think when someone joins or leaves, and I keep thinking, oh, is someone saying something? Thanks, Dave. You're assuming I've got other listeners. I have my view account off because I don't really want to know. Right then, there we go. I do, do I? Well, that's nice to know. In that case, anyone who's watching who wants to join us in game, go to thumpstone.com and get all the details there, or you can, if you're on Twitch, you can use the join us command. Come join my Discord, all the details you need are on there. Everyone is welcome, unless you're a dick, basically. Uh-oh. I don't know if you saw that, Dave. Were you trying to paste the Discord chat link in the chat, and it's flagged you as advertising? Do you know? I think there might be a Discord command you can use. Let me just try. Yeah, there you go. So you can also do that, but obviously that's only useful for people in the game who are already on Discord. But for anyone watching, it might help. Right, 3 here. Alright, yeah, cool. It's gonna look good when it's finished. Yeah, Dave, going back to dev chat, although it is possible to build games in Go, I don't think it's like, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's a particular serious option, depending on what you're building. Might be a good way of learning a lot of Go stuff, but if you're wanting to actually build games you can publish, it's probably not the way to go. There are game engines for it. How good they are, I don't know. Oops, what am I doing? Nope, that's wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Go dot, is that a Go? It's not a Go engine, is it? I don't think. I'm gonna have to look that up. Let's have a look. I can't remember what language Go dot is. Its own built-in scripting language, GD script. Similar to Python. Okay. Just having a look at popular frameworks for Go while we're at it. EBIT engine is a 2D engine. There you go. Why did I do that? That's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, my my art skills leave a lot to be desired. Okay, a quarter of it done, basically. Have I made a mistake here? So that should be directly opposite. Oh no, that's right. That just looked weird. Making my eyes go funny now. That should be directly opposite that, which it is. So why does that? I'm having like I'm hallucinating. So this should be 9 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Is that 9 across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Just an optical illusion. Messing with my head. I will keep going. I think I'll do another half an hour. Oh, I was going to play some of the tunes, wasn't I? Right, okay. Don't crash, don't crash. Good. Okay. Come on, brain. My brain isn't braining. Yeah, there's a load of mines under here. I might have to go around and light them up. I don't know if it'll affect it because I'm going to put some spawners in here to guarantee a certain number of mobs. Okay. Let's see if I can get half done at least before I finish for the night. Dave in game is asking if I gave the stone merchant more money. Yes, so the way the server shops work is they're all tied to my player account in the economy system because I think it's due to a bug potentially. I couldn't create a server owned account that the shops could use. It just wouldn't work. So basically when the server shops run out of money, it's because I've got no money and I just give myself more. So yes, there are now funds if you want to sell stuff to the server shops. Yeah, that was the main reason for the server not being launched sooner than it was. I was trying to figure out why that wouldn't work. Yeah, thanks. And don't worry, you didn't make me poor, because I can just mint more money when I need to. But I am trying not to do that because it will just crash the economy. So at a certain point, there will be enough money in circulation in the server that I don't need to put any more into it, and just let it flow between players and shops. That's the plan anyway. Okay. Getting a bit of a rhythm now, it's speeding up. Yeah, that was good to see the economy in action. Charging other players for items, that's the idea. Over half done. Cool. Stop mob spawning over here. Yeah, they're good. Deep slate is good. And blackstone. Big fan. God, I probably need to get out more, don't I? Yeah, I'm only joking. I'm quite happy being a nerd. I'm slowly turning my partner into a nerd, just like me. Although she would never admit it. I'm surprised I've normally had at least 3 spam bots by now trying to sell me crap on Twitch. I think I've only had 1. Let's get going. Yeah, 10 months old might be slightly too young for a 9-hour Lord of the Rings marathon. Babylon 5, that's a blast from the past, blimey. Babylon 5, I couldn't get behind, and controversially, Star Trek in general. I used to watch the original series years ago. I used to watch the repeats when I was a kid, but yeah, never really did it for me. Yeah, with you on that. Star Wars, definitely better than Star Trek. I met someone at uni who was obsessed with Star Trek, and they spoke about it like the characters are real people, and that you'd tell a story, and then they get, oh yeah, that's literally like that one time Worf did this thing. You mean Worf the Klingon? Strange character. A vegetarian who didn't like vegetables and would only eat potatoes. She didn't look very well. Wonder where she is now. Can't even remember her name. Oh dear. A 5-hour debate on the origins of the Borg. Never thought about that, to be honest. Never given it any thought. And I probably won't start now. But Potato Girl would have loved to have joined you in that. Oh, hello. Didn't know there was water under there. Let's go and deal with that. Okay. Easy way to deal with this. Go. Light it up because I can't be able to fill it in. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get this finished. I'm going to stop at 10:30 because I have some grown-up jobs to do. I have to be an adult before I go to bed, or I'm going to hate myself tomorrow. I wish I could say it's only been 15 years. Yeah, being an adult really gets in the way of playing games, I find. Right. Okay, I've only got that bit to do. I think it's every time someone joins. Yeah, in TikTok chat, every time someone joins, the whole thing shifts down, and then invariably they just scroll past, and then it shoots up again. And every time I think, oh, someone's chatting. Two AM, man. Oof. It's a young man's game, that. You reckon you should be nocturnal? Maybe you are. Don't conform. Fight the power. As much as I'd like to stay up in game till 2 AM, I've got to do a full day of work tomorrow, starting with having arguments about the alignment of a button on a page. This is why I stopped front-end development years ago. But due to a hilarious cock-up at work, I've moved teams, and I've been sold to this new team as being this amazing front-end developer wizard guy. And when I found this out, I was like, did I lie on my CV? So I went and fished out the CV that I sent when I applied for the job, and no mention of anything to do with the front end since 8 years ago. So someone has just skimmed my CV and gone, oh, he knows front end, and put me in this other team. Anyway, they all know now. I've managed expectations. Just catching up on your chat, Dave. He works in the prison service. Wow, night shifts. The only time I've done night shifts was like a summer job in factories, and I did one where for 8 hours, my job, my one and only job for the entire night, and I did it a few nights in a row, was to get a little sachet of salad dressing and to put it into a very specific page in Sainsbury's magazine. And that's all I did for 8 hours. I watched the sun go down and I watched the sun come up, just putting these little sachets in there. That was the pits. So you build custom PCs for people and they complain about the colour of the wires. Yeah, that must be friggin' annoying if you've already built the damn thing. But hey, you know, that summer job and various other terrible summer jobs I had paid for my first proper stereo. Went to Richer Sounds and bought separate amplifier and tape deck and everything. It was the business. Still got it. Still works. I never know how to pronounce his name, but we've got a new player on the server who joined a couple of nights ago. Zthez. No idea. Right, nearly done. I might get the walls finished before bed, and then I can lie staring at the ceiling, and every time I close my eyes, I'm just going to see blocks. And I'm going to be wired and wonder why I can't get to sleep. Doing this a silly way. I'd worked out a much quicker way of doing this, hadn't I? Better. I wonder if in my streams I need to have a little overlay, something in the corner or something that pops up every now and again, just directing people to the website, because even if they only join for a couple of seconds, they might be interested in joining the server. Oh, we've got 2 PC nerds in the game now. Discussing the merits of cable management. Love it. Proper nerd chat. Amazing. Yeah, I think I might do that for the next stream. I'm going to have something that pops up in chat, but there needs to be a certain amount of chat activities because I don't want to just spam it. But I could have a little overlay. Something at the top maybe. Right, okay, I need to work on that for next week. Well, that's pretty good. Bang on time. I have done the ceiling and the walls. So hopefully by the next stream this is going to look quite different. I need to do the floor, I need to sort of put in some structures, various like staircases and walkways, and about the floor might go down a bit in like I suppose an amphitheater type style. Yeah, this is going to work. This is going to look good. Right, I am going to end the stream there, I think. So if I can switch to my other view, I need to do it manually. There you go, Stuart. There's the zoom cam. It's a bit blurry, a bit pixelated. It's not a great camera. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day there. Thanks to everyone who popped in, anyone who lurked, anyone who came into chat. That was good fun. I will end the stream there, and I'll catch you all another time. Bye bye.